So you've gone on the courses for delegation because you've been told that you need to delegate more. You've gone on the courses, you've practiced some of the skills, you've even got some people on the team to do some things, and yet you're still getting told that you're not delegating enough. And actually, you know that that's what you're doing. You're not doing it enough because you're not getting as much done as you want to get done or need to get done. So what's behind that? My name's Sonia Gavira, if you don't know me, and I'm a leadership and success coach. And if you want to be alerted to when I come on, then please either subscribe, like, or follow, depending on what channel you're watching this on. And I'll be on every day around lunchtime answering any of your questions around leadership and some of the key skills that we all need in terms of managing people. So, delegation. Yesterday and the day before, we've been speaking about some of the challenges that face new managers and new leaders, from having to manage people who are older than you or more experienced than you, to managing the politics in an organization. And today I want to talk about something that members of my community, the Rising Leaders Circle, keep coming back to for one reason or another. And this is the subject of delegation, or we're just going to call it that for now. And it's because as you go from being the person that adds value by delivering to somebody who is then promoted into a position of managing other people, now you need to still deliver, but you need to deliver through other people. So this is a really critical skill, and it's a skill that, regardless of where you are on your journey, in terms of your career, in terms of management, in terms of leadership, is something that people at all stages of their career struggle with. So if it's not the skill, if you've been on the courses and you know what to do, then what is it? And what I'm going to suggest to you is that, in a way, it's not skill, it's will. And you might be sat there going, no, Sonia, of course I want to do it. I want to delegate to others. It's just that they're not as motivated as I am to get things done. Or they just don't seem to have the skills to do it, or they don't want to do it, or they're not as quick enough. Or, like one of my members said to me a few weeks back, they just don't seem to have the same work ethic as I do. So this is something that makes me think, what is behind that? What is driving that behavior? And I really want you to think about that will. So what is driving your desire to keep control of things, to see other people as either not willing or as motivated or driven as you, or as one of my members said, not have the same work ethic. They don't seem to understand things in the same way and get things done as quickly as I would. What is it that keeps you thinking that? Because really, if we break this down, at some stage in your career, you didn't have the skills either. And it could have come across to somebody else that you weren't as motivated or as able as them, but actually that might not be true. You might just not have the skill set yet. So what is it that keeps you there, that keeps you wanting to keep that control? And something that I want you to consider is how much of who you are is tied up in what you deliver. So when we all start, we get a load of skills in order to be able to do stuff and deliver things. And then we start to get recognized for delivering. So we get praised for getting things done. We get praised for getting lots of things done. We get praise for delivering on time. We get praise for taking more on. We get recognized as the person to go to get these things done. And we are trusted to do that. We're trusted to do that, and we are rewarded for that. So a lot of who we are at work, so our identity at work, is tied up in that delivery. So now we have a team, and we need to deliver. We've got a team because we want to deliver more. We're being asked to deliver more. And now we have to deliver through that team. So who is it that's actually delivering now? Many times we sit there and we think, well, it's them that's delivering. It's not me, because now they can't see me doing it. They're seeing other people do it. So where do I add value? And that was another question that somebody else in the community asked as she was expanding her team. It was a question which actually I was really impressed in terms of the question that was asked, which was, how do I add value now, Sonia? Where's my value? And I was impressed because that comes from a place of vulnerability. And if you want to know more about the community that I've put together, then I've put here on the screen the link to the Rising Leaders Circle, and I'll be opening the doors to that community again. They're closed at the moment, but if you go there, there's more details on the community, and there is a link so that you can sign up to the waiting list. And this is a community of like-minded professionals who really want to progress in their career, and they're getting support from me and from their peers as well. So that was a really interesting question, great question from a place of vulnerability. Where do I add value now? So if you think about it, if all of your identity, who you are at work and what you're rewarded for, is tied up in delivering, and now you are managing and leading a team of people, then it's quite a transition to say, okay, so now how do I still be seen? If the value that I'm adding is to these people in the team so that they can deliver more, deliver better, then how do I be seen? What am I rewarded for? What am I seen to be great at? And here's when it starts to become about leading those people, enabling those people, being seen as a great people manager, being seen as someone who can deliver still, but so much more because you're delivering through the team. Someone who creates an environment that people really want to be part of and really want to work in. That's what you're going to be seen for. You're going to now be valued by other people in the organization, people who want to be part of your team, people who want to work for you. And they want to do that because they know that you will let them be seen for what they're doing and developing, that you will be developing them, that you will be taking away barriers for them, and that you will give them visibility at another level in the organization. In some ways, think back to your best manager and what did they do for you? And that is what you will now be doing for these people. So when you're thinking about delegation and what might be standing in the way of you delivering and delivering through your people and delegating more, have a think about whether any of those things that I've mentioned in terms of your identity being tied up in delivery, whether it's about not knowing what value you bring right now, whether this feels like a bit of an abyss to go over, a bit of a crossroads, whichever metaphor works for you, in that it's now feeling uncomfortable. And the comfortable thing, even though you've got a million things to do, is actually to keep delivering. Now, this is one of the what I'm describing to you here is a journey, if you like, and this is one of the stages in the leadership journey. I call it you being an operational genius, and then you've got to move to, or you've got a choice, which is what we were talking about yesterday, to move to one of the other levels and really start a journey of leading and managing people. So if you want to know more about that, then download my roadmap to leadership success. It's free, and it'll give you not only a map, but it'll tell you what each of the stages are. It'll help you identify at what stage you're at or which ones you're moving towards, and will also give you some tips and some exercises that you can do to really help you move to another stage, or even to help you decide if the next stage is the one that you want, or you want to stay where you are, because the journey is different for everybody. So if you've got any questions around any of the challenges of being a new manager, any of the challenges that you're facing that you'd like me to look at, then please let me know. Download the roadmap to leadership success, and join my Rising Leaders Circle, which I'll be telling you more about soon, because the doors will be opening again in a date in October, which I'll announce shortly. So back here tomorrow around the same time. Let me know if you've got any questions, and we'll keep talking about some of the challenges that you're facing and things that you can do to really sail through them. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.